another music reaction video. Now, a couple of months ago, we did Road Trip by Dream, and my daughter's asked me to do a reaction to this one. Now, this one's Mask. I don't know when this one come out. I probably really should have looked at that before I loaded it up into the full screen. But yeah, this one's Mask by Dream. For those who don't know, Dream is a YouTuber, does mainly Minecraft stuff, speedruns, etc. and that. Yeah, he's got millions and millions, like 20-something million subscribers or whatever, so big props to you, man, doing your thing. But yeah, on all the things I've seen, that there has been that mask, so maybe this is an explanation as to where that came from and whatever. So yeah, let's get into it. Like always, guys, if you do like the reaction, make sure to hit the thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, I heard a rumor that if you don't subscribe to the channel, you get like 5 years bad luck. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want to test that theory. So it's just a simple, just click it. Better to be safe than sorry. Let's get into it.
I wear a mask with a smile for hours at a time. Stare at the ceiling while I hold back what's on my mind. And when they ask me how I'm doing, I say I'm just fine. And
then you see, just then when he said, I'm just fine, like the hand turned down. So, clearly, it is literally the mask to hide the emotions inside. We all put on a mask every day. You can wake up in the morning and be having an absolute terrible day, but if you work around other people in customer service or just in an office space with other people, you have to put on that mask. So his office space obviously is streaming and doing games. So rather than, because his focus and concentration would be on the game, so rather than, I guess, trying to fake the mask, he just puts on a physical mask, so you can't actually see the pain that's behind his eyes. It's pretty deep.
I wear a mask with a smile for hours at a time. Stare at the ceiling while I hold back what's on my mind. And when they ask me how I'm doing, I say I'm just fine. And when they ask me how I'm doing, I say I'm just fine. Fact is, I can never get off of my mattress. And all that they can ask is, why are you so sad, kid? That's what the mask is. That's what the point of the mask is. So you can see I'm trying. You won't see me crying. I'll just keep on smiling. I'm good. And it just keeps on piling. It's so terrifying, but I keep on smiling. I'm good. I've been caring too much for so long. Been comparing myself for so long. Been wearing a smile for so long. It's real. So long it's real. So long it's real. Always be.
So yeah, like, I guess it's, it's a lot harder in, growing up now in society and everything. There's so much more, technology was supposed to make our lives easier. It was supposed to have allowed, more things to be done in a shorter amount of time, so we had more time to be ourselves. All technology has really done is allowed us to do more work in the same amount of time, but the expectation to fulfill all those hours is still the same. So we're actually doing more and more and more, and unless you've got a way to de-stress, and some people play sport, some people they go fishing or hiking or out into the wilderness or go drive in a car, or unless you've got that release somehow, like, it can just pile up and especially, I guess, I don't know, haven't really watched much of the channel, but if you have so many subscribers, there's an expectation to put out new content, um, and that can be pressure in itself because, as you want to put out content and you want to be successful, but then with that success comes the expectation of, you must deliver good content, and that must weigh on him as well. So, maybe the gaming was his initial release and the stress release, and then, that's now become the demon, I guess, that is pushing him. It's a drive to keep going, but it's also, that responsibility and that self, that pressure that you put on yourself to have to put out new content. But yeah, just going back to the beginning, like when he kicked in, like, after I'm fine, I can really see this song suited to like a couple of other bands that I've done on the channel, like You're Falling in Reverse, and there was another one that did a cover song. But someone with that real aggressive sort of, near screaming sort of vocal, like, to really express, that raw emotion. Like, I could just see this style suiting that, or, it has sort of like a pop punky sort of vibe in the way it's structured. So, yeah, like, not taking anything away from how this has been produced and put together, like, it's really good, but I can just see, in listening to those other songs and being exposed to that genre, how this particular song would fit really well with maybe one of those artists covering it. But yeah, like, so you can definitely tell, he's got writing talent, and he knows what he's doing, and even though it's quite basic in lyric, like, it still hits very deep, and that's the beauty of a good song. Good songwriting doesn't have to be complex and everything else. It just has to be, to the point, hits you in the feels, and so far, so far it's doing that.
It's so terrifying, but I keep on smiling. I'm good. I've been caring too much for so long. Been comparing myself for so long. Been wearing a smile for so long. It's real, so long. It's real, so long. It's real. Always being judged by a bunch of strange faces. Scared to go outside, haven't seen the light in ages. But I've been places, so I'm okay-ish, so I'm okay. Yeah, I'm okay, bitch. The fact is, I need help, I'm failing all my classes. They think that I need glasses. I just really wish that I could pass this. Wish that I could pass. That's what the mask is. That's what the point of the mask is. So you can see I'm trying, you won't see me crying. I'll just keep on smiling, I'm good. And it just keeps on piling, it's so terrifying. But I keep on smiling, I'm good. I've been caring too much for so long. Been comparing myself for so long. Been wearing a smile for so long. It's real, so long. It's real, so long. It's real. So long, it's real. So long, it's real.
Hmm. Yeah, it's interesting, like, how, we can all relate to that, like I said, no one has a perfect life, and if you, if you think that you have an absolute perfect life, then you're either kidding yourself or you live in some fantasy land, because everyone has struggles they go through. Life isn't a smooth run. Everyone has hurdles, everyone has grief they have to deal with. No one has a perfect life. Some people are inflicted with demons and things they have to go through, and their perception of the world, and the experiences they've had that have led them to the place they are. Um, a lot of that's tough to deal with, and I know firsthand. It's hard. Like it is a daily grind. It is a day by day struggle to get up, try and do the right thing, try and put all the energy into the right areas of your life. Um, and no one gives you a handbook of life and says, oh, this is what you have to do. Um, that's why in life, it's good to have a group of friends who you can talk to and you can bounce ideas off of, and you can get sort of a consensus of like your thoughts and how they um, I don't know, like how they bounce off of your peers, and you can discuss things. And then it's also good to have other people you can talk to, like if you've got problems, people that have dealt with similar things, or if you need to go seek professional help, to talk to someone who's had training to deal with those sorts of things. And then the other thing would be having a good mentor. Um, because with a good mentor, like that's basically your guide to life. Like if that's who and the sort of lifestyle that you aspire to live, having someone that's achieved certain things and can mentor you so you don't make the same mistakes. And I guess that's what being a parent is. You want to mentor your children, and you want to you can't hold their hand and drag them where you want them to go. In my opinion, you have to allow them to make mistakes, but be there guiding them in a way that the mistakes they make aren't devastating, aren't life changing. That we have to all go out in the world and explore our own things, but you still have to learn from your mistakes. But if you've got a mentor, if you've got people you can talk to and work out like, oh, is this a good idea, because left to your own devices, we're all, I don't know, we're all capable of some pretty silly things. You sit there and in the moment you go, oh, that's a good idea, and then and then all this sort of weighs on top of you, and then you go out in public and you're not yourself. You wear that mask, and you see people that are truly happy, and they let their personality shine regardless of the situation. But they're few and far between that I've come across. A lot of people are disingenuine, and that's because we all wear a mask. So where I guess in Dream's case, it's a physical mask with a smiley face on it to, I guess, project positivity and happiness, even though he might not be feeling the best inside. But yeah, that was an interesting one to listen to. I quite actually rate him as an artist. Like the songs are put together well. Um, the lyrics, like the two songs that I've heard so far, the lyrics have been very deep and relatable on any sort of age group. You can all sort of relate to that, which is a sign of a good song. So yeah, let me know what you thought of this one down in the comment section, or hit me up on Instagram. Should I cover any more of Dream songs, or add him to the list of artists to keep covering and go through a couple, or is there a specific one that you'd like to see me react to? But yeah, let me know down in the comment section, guys, and thanks for watching. Again, if you haven't subscribed, don't risk the bad luck, man. Don't risk the bad luck. But until next time, I'm that guy Purps, and I'll see you then.